dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. What's popping? What's going on? What's good? So Miles is running late, or he might not be on the show today, but we don't know yet because there's a lot of stuff going on. So, but he may be late or he may not be on the show, but we're gonna get it cracking either way. So shout out to my dude Miles. But today, guys, is Media Mondays. And if you guys have some stuff to send in your shit, send in your music, send in your products, send in all your stuff so we can promote this, man, and get the shit cracking. You know what I'm saying? And remember, guys, it is $50 more to promote, $5 or more per question, $10 or more per story. Call the numbers 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. So make sure you guys do that and get that going. You feel me? And shout out to everybody in the chat who we got up in here. June Sports, Duke Alex, GM, Monogamous Player is in the building. Shout out to my lovely lady in the building. Shout out to who else we got up in here? Frankie Shy. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Charlie is in the building. What's good? Respect the truth. Golden Binda. What's going on? Aaron Summers. What's good with you? Blastomatic. What's poppin'? Tim Jordan. What's good? Shout out to everybody. Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Scales Fitness is in the building. So what's going on, man? Shout out to everybody in the chat. So today, guys, we're talking about we are talking about incels. And so there's a guy on YouTube named Dr. Orion Taraban. I'm sure you guys seen some of his videos. We've reacted to some of his videos before. So he has a video out now where he's basically saying that all men are incels. You understand what I'm saying? He's saying all men are incels. Now, the reason why we've wanted to talk about this and bring this up is because what I want to break down and show you is the mindset of the guys or men who are beta males, men who are weak, men who have a hard time attracting women and then, try to, like rationalize it by saying, modern women are fucked up and this and this and that and all these other different things, right? And so now what I want to do is I want to bring up this video. And I'm going to be, critiquing what he's saying because I really disagree with what he's saying. And what he's saying is very, very weird to say the least. You know what I'm saying? But it gets deeper because the things that he's talking about in this video, right, is kind of crazy because what he's essentially saying is, and we're going to show it in a minute, is, all men at some point are incels or have been incels because they've been sexually frustrated and they couldn't, have sex with the woman they like and all this other crazy nonsense, right? But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just jump right into this because we really got to talk about this, because this is gonna show you the mentality and the mindset of a lot of weak dudes. And see a lot of guys watch this guy because he's he says a lot of this red pill kind of stuff, right? And he's a doctor, right? Psychologist, whatever. So the thing is that when he talks, people think that he is saying some profound stuff because he sounds smart right now. And this is not me disparaging. I'm just giving you the breakdown of why people are taking this seriously and why people gravitate to this. Because when you're a weak person, you're always going to gravitate to the weakness in situations. You understand? Because you relate to that shit because you're weak. You understand what I'm saying? And so the problem is that when you don't have game, you're going to gravitate to this weak type of shit too. You feel what I mean? And this is why I need to do this, because I don't want you guys to gravitate to this nonsense, because it is nonsense. You're going to see how much nonsense it is once I start breaking this down. You feel what I'm saying? So we going to get into this. So let me bring this up real quick. Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen real quick. Let me bring this up like this so I can get it the way I want to get it. All right, here we go. Then I'm going to do one of these like that. Okay, here we go. So the title of his video is called "All Men Are Incels, The Bitter Truth." Okay. Terrible. But we're going to get into this. Let's start. I'm going to start it, stop it, and we're going to get it going. Here we go.
Orion Taraban, and this is Psych Hacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is all men are incels. Obviously a provocative title, but I do think I can make a strong argument in its defense. Let's get to it. In case you've been living under a rock, incel is short for involuntarily celibate. Basically, an incel is a man who wants to have sex, but can't seem to find a willing participant. While I don't think the term was originally derogatory, it's definitely used as a pejorative today, especially by women. In fact, it seems as though every man women disagree with these days is either an incel or a misogynist.
Now, let me stop right there. So he said, it seems like every, guy that a woman disagrees with is now looked at as like a misogynist or an incel, because they just don't like what you're saying. And see, this is why you're not supposed to give a fuck about what women think about you, because what you got to understand is that sometimes what will happen is when you're saying certain things and you're talking about certain things and a woman doesn't like what you say, right? She's going to automatically hit you with the buzzwords, even though it may not necessarily make any sense in that context, right? But overall, if you're a guy who's a leader, a guy who's focused on himself, a guy who doesn't give a shit about what a woman is thinking, then none of this matters to you at that point anyway. But let's continue. Let's keep it going.
Or both, I suppose. They might not be mutually exclusive. In any case, it's generally not meant as a compliment. Now, leaving aside the wondrous coincidence that the only men who disagree with women happen to be hateful and or unattractive, I must admit that I find the use of this term, incel, absolutely baffling as an insult. And it really only takes a little bit of effort to understand why. While it's clearly the case that some men are more attractive than others, no man who has ever existed has been universally attractive to women at all times. I mean, even Greek mythology is full of stories of gods being turned down by mortal women. And this means that every man, irrespective of how handsome or famous or powerful or charming he might be, has been frustrated in his sexual desire at some point in his life.
Now, see, what you got to understand is this, because I want to take what he said. He said that at some point, every man has been frustrated by his sexual desire, right? Now, that right there doesn't just go for men. That's also women. Women at some point are sexually frustrated. Like everybody gets sexually frustrated because there are going to be times where you may want sex at an instant, right? And it may not necessarily be available to you if you're the type of motherfucker who has no game. But we'll get to that a little later. But what happens is that a lot, and what you're going to notice here too, I'm going to point this out too, is that what a lot of these guys do, a lot of red pill dudes, you know, him, I actually include him in the red pill stuff because he kind of like, you know, he just says it in a way that makes it seem more intellectual, right? What happens is that a lot of these guys, they always make it seem as if women, when it comes to sex and all these other things, you know, they have it made, and you know, there's nothing they have to worry about when it comes to sex. And us guys, we're just struggling out here, and it just sucks. And oh my God, woe is me, and woe is all the, you understand? It's like, it's ridiculous. But let's continue.
Even the most successful Casanovas don't bat 1,000 100% of the time. In fact, if there is a single experience that binds together all men of all cultures, it is having one's sexual interest rebuffed. And in that moment, that man is an incel.
So now you're saying that if you are trying to make sex happen with a woman and she rejects it or she doesn't want to fuck with you, now you're an incel. No. See, what an incel is a guy who's a loser. And the reason why he's a loser is because he believes that the reason why he can't get sex or get a girl to want to have sex with him or, you know, hook up with women or whatever, he believes that that is out of his control. You understand? Like there's nothing he can do to actually make sex happen. You understand? So and this is what he don't understand. See, if you have game, you have the abundance mentality. And you also understand that if you have game, you are going to have abundance in your life. So check this out. If I want to have sex, and I've done this plenty of times, if I want to have sex with a woman and she declines, guess what I do? I hit up another woman. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that like amazing how, because there are millions upon billions of women on earth, if this woman doesn't want to have sex with me, I can call up another woman to have sex with. Isn't that crazy? So where is this thing where this girl doesn't want to have sex with you, so now you're an incel? No, nigga, you're an incel, not me. What are you talking about? No. See, this is what I'm saying with the mindset of these motherfuckers is, well, you know, this girl, she rejected you. So now you just have to sit there and twiddle your thumbs. And that's the end all be all. You're an incel now. And that doesn't even make you an incel. That just means the girl didn't want to fuck with you. You can go and fuck with another woman. See, the difference between an incel and a motherfucker who actually loves himself and has game, the incel one would probably not even approach the girl or talk to a girl anyway, because he's too scared. But even if he did, if she rejected him, he would sit there and cry and bitch and moan about it, right? The guy who has game, if the girl rejects him, he just goes to a next girl. You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue with this craziness.
He wants to have sex, but he doesn't have a willing partner. Well, unattractive men might experience this more frequently. Even the most attractive men cannot have sex whenever they want, however they want, with whomever they want.
Is he serious? I gotta rewind that because I want y'all to hear that again. This is the mindset of a motherfucker who don't got game. But let's rewind it again real quick.
Frequently, even the most attractive men cannot have sex whenever they want, however they want, with whomever they want.
Oh my God. Nigga, speak for your motherfucking self. Do you understand what I'm saying? Speak for your motherfucking self. Nigga, I can have sex whenever I want, however I want, with whomever I want. You know why? Because I have fucking game. That's why. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? This is, you see, again, like I said, this is how you sound when you're insecure, you don't believe in yourself, you don't got no game. This is how you sound. Well, you know, you can have sex with whoever you want, whenever you want. Of course you can. It's easy. Check this out. Real simple. This is how you have sex with whoever you want, however you want, whenever you want, right? All you need to do is have game. And when you have game, what you're going to do is you're going to believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you are going to interact with women, right? And then you're going to find women who are attracted to you. When you find women who are attracted to you, you're going to build this thing called a roster. When you have a roster, what's going to happen is that's going to be a bunch of women that you have access to have sex with. Right? So let's say you have a roster of 4 women, right? So then with those 4 women, those are 4 women you're having sex with, how you want to have sex with them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? But let's continue.
If such a thing is possible, it is a privilege that only beautiful women enjoy.
And see, now he said, if it's possible for someone to have sex whenever they want, however they want, with whomever they want, he said it's only a privilege that beautiful women enjoy. Do you see what I'm saying? When you, what I say, when you sound, how you sound, when you don't have game, when you don't believe in yourself. And this is why I said a lot of guys gravitate to this information because they relate to that. They're like, man, I can't have sex with a woman that I really want whenever I want. And only women can do that. Only beautiful women, because beautiful women, you know, they're born with value and I have to create my value because I'm red pill. You understand? Like all that stupid shit. All that stupid shit. You said, I'm a bit lost on that. Lakar, ain't there women that you may want to fuck that don't want to fuck you though? No, help. Listen, if a woman don't want to fuck me, I don't want to fuck her. What are we talking about? This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So guys, let me slow this down. Let me slow this down. So let's say I see a woman, right? And I approach her because I'm physically attracted to her, right? What's going to happen is I'm going to have a conversation and an interaction with that woman. Based on the interaction and conversation, right? That's going to determine whether or not I continue to, you know, make shit happen with this woman, right? So based on that conversation, I can say, you know what? Nah, this chick is kind of whack. Or what happens is that once she is giving me uncooperative behavior, right? That already diminishes the fact that I want to fuck. So if I see a woman, right, and I'm physically attracted to her, which is why I may go over and talk to her, right? That doesn't mean I want to fuck her. I only want to fuck a woman once she cooperates. You understand? Because why would I be attracted to a woman who's not cooperating? This is what you guys got to understand. See, I'm like, I like the way you have the look, the body shape that I'm attracted to. I still have to see if you're going to cooperate. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. So any woman who's cooperating with me, those are the women I want to fuck. So any woman I'm fucking is a woman I want to fuck. Does that make sense? Any woman that I'm not fucking is either A, I wasn't attracted to her at all in the first place, or B, I was physically attracted to her and she was acting in a way that made me say, nah, I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? Or she was like, no, I'm not interested, right? And I'm still not interested because I'm only interested in motherfuckers who's interested in me. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, see, guys, you have to understand this. You have to have your program in your own world, right? See, the reason why because think about this, right? Think about the thought of wanting to have sex with someone who doesn't want to have sex with you. That is insane, and that is a sign of low self-esteem. That is a sign of you not loving yourself, because what you're essentially saying is that I want to give this person my value, even though they don't respect, or want this. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. So there's no such thing as a woman that I want to fuck who don't want to fuck me. That's impossible. Because if she don't want to fuck me, I don't want to fuck her. If she's not attracted, I'm not attracted. If she's not interested, I'm not interested. You see what I'm saying? So basically, when I approach a woman, all I'm looking for is her to reflect me. Her reflecting me is cooperation. You understand? So all I'm looking for is for her to mirror me. So she's not mirroring me, she's not reflecting me, and therefore I don't want her. That's how it goes. So let's take 817. What's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, what's up? This is Charles. I donated to Miles Cunningham in the game.
All right, how much you donated?
$50.
All right, what's your what are you trying to promote?
My YouTube channel. The name of it is Miles Behind Me G9.
Hold on, wait 1 second. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Okay, so you said it's what?
Miles Behind Me G9. All one word.
Miles Behind Me? Like running miles?
Yeah, like Miles. Like Miles'
Okay.
last name, Miles Behind Me G9.
Okay, so let me go.
G, number 9.
Let me go and get this real quick. So you said Miles Behind Me G9.
G9, yep. The number 9. The last video, my most recent one that I put up
behind there. Is all one word?
Yes.
Miles Behind Me in letter G and 9?
In the number 9.
Okay. Let me see. Miles Behind Me G9. And what's the name of the song?
It's not a song. It's a video. It's a recent YouTube video.
Oh, it's a video. What's the name of the video?
The name of the video is ride sharing.
Ride sharing. I see a talkative passenger changed my nights.
2 minutes and 9 seconds.
I see one that says a talkative passenger changed my night forever. That one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Hold on. So what is this we about to see? What is this about?
Okay. I wrote a book. So I created a YouTube channel from my experiences doing rideshare.
Okay.
And I've been writing up scripts just from my personal experiences.
Okay.
To help people that do ride sharing or like self-help, mental health, things like that.
All right, so let's check this out. All right, here we go. I'm gonna play this throughout the entire joint. Hold here.
Regular Thursday evening, nothing special. I was just driving my usual route for rideshare, thinking about dinner and how behind I was on laundry. My phone pinged with a new request, and I accepted without much thought. I pulled up outside a modest apartment complex where a woman in her mid-30s stepped in, eyes puffy like she'd been crying but trying hard to hold it together. She gave me a soft hello and a destination. No small talk, just silence and the sound of the GPS. About 5 minutes into the drive, something changed. Maybe it was the comfort of being in a car with a stranger or the dim city lights outside the window. But she exhaled and said, "I don't know why I feel like saying this, but today was really hard." I nodded. No advice, no questions, just a glance in the mirror to let her know I heard her. "I found out my dad's cancer is back," she continued, "and I still had to go to work and pretend like I was fine." She went on to share memories of her childhood, how her dad used to whistle when making pancakes, and how scared she was of losing him now. I said very little, just occasional, wow, or "I'm really sorry you're going through that." I didn't offer solutions. I didn't try to compare her pain to anything. I just let her talk. When we arrived, she turned to me before getting out and said, "Thank you for listening. I really needed that. You're a good listener." It caught me off guard. Me? A good listener? I always thought I talked too much or zoned out when people went deep. I never considered myself someone who people could open to. But in that moment, I realized something powerful. Sometimes being a good active listener isn't about knowing what to say. It's about giving someone space, being present, not judging, just being there. That night changed how I saw myself. I wasn't just a driver. I was someone who could hold space for another human being even when I didn't think I had that in me. Turns out you don't have to feel like a good listener to be one. Don't forget to hit the link and get Miles Behind Me. Memoir from a former rideshare driver by Charles Wins.
All right, that's what's up. Now, let me ask you a question. So, So these are real stories from you writing or whatever. So now why haven't you done it in your own voice?
Just don't have the equipment.
You don't have the equipment. You calling into a show right now with a phone. You could talk on your phone and do it. What do you mean you ain't got the equipment?
I can't. That is an excuse. I just,
tell us the real reason.
Writing up the script, I was like, well, AI may be better than me using my
I'm
own
telling
voice.
you got to use your own voice, fam. I'm telling you because the reason why I'm saying to use your own voice is because with using your own voice, you also get to hear the reality of what you're talking about. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then that hits more because as I'm hearing this, I'm listening to what he's saying, but I'm not feeling it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is that what gravitates people to want to listen to you and hear what you're talking about, especially with stories, right? Mm-hmm. Is the fact that they can feel what you're saying by hearing how you sound with what you're saying, because what you're saying is coming from a place that's real versus AI voice where they're just kind of, talking with the words together. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's the thing. Now, what you could do is, I'm not sure exactly how they do this. So like, depending on, your schedule or whatever, there's ways that you can AI your own voice and then have your own voice say it. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't know exactly how you would do that, but either way, I definitely suggest your own voice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you definitely want to, I think that would like really, really improve it, because people like to hear stories, but it's better when it's from an actual person. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's the thing. Cool. You see what I mean? But other than that, man, keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you calling in, fam. I'm out with you, man. Yes, sir. We'll talk. Shout out to Coach J, said pay for 11 labs, cancel the difference, and it can copy your own voice. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least he should at least do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because you don't want all your shit just to be, just some straight AI shit. You know what I mean? All right, so let's get back to this video real quick. Hold on. Where the hell? Hold on, did I? Oh shit, I didn't close out the goddamn video. Hold on. Let me go get this video back real quick. I done close out the whole video and shits. Hold on. Let me get this shit back so we could get back on it, because this video is crazy. Let me go back to the video. Where was we at? All right, let me go to his channel. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to go back to the video and break this stuff down. All right, here we go. Boom. Bring this up, make it a little bigger. Pause. All right, here we go. So let's go back and break down what he's talking about. Let me rewind a little bit.
Have sex whenever they want, however they want, with whomever they want. If such a thing is possible, it is a privilege that only beautiful women enjoy. In any case, it doesn't take a genius to understand that when a man's sexual interest is rebuffed, there are really only two possible outcomes. Either the man is going to be, at least with respect to that relationship, involuntarily celibate, or the woman is going to be, shall we say, involuntarily sexual.
So basically what he's saying is that if a man and a woman is in a relationship and, he wants to have sex and she doesn't, then he's going to be involuntarily celibate, right? And then or the other scenario is she's going to be involuntarily sexual, meaning, in other words, he's either not going to have sex or he's going to have sex and she's going to not want to have sex. So it's kind of like she's feeling in some form or fashion forced to have sex. But again, this is the type of stuff that happens when motherfuckers are on some beta male shit. You understand? Because what happens is that a lot of guys get into relationships with women who don't like them, who don't want to have sex with them. You understand? Meaning that when you first met a woman and you wanted to have sex with her that first time, and she said, let's wait and go on more dates. Let's get to know each other. And then that girl became your girlfriend. She is the type of chick who is not really that sexually attracted to you, which is why you were waiting all that time in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? So now this becomes your girlfriend and now you're in that type of situation. Now, if you had game, you would only wife up a chick who is highly sexually attracted to you. You know what's so funny? A lot of conventional advice that you hear, they'll say, if a woman has sex with you quickly, she's probably a whore because she does that to every guy. And you got to make sure that if a girl makes you wait, that's wifey. So basically what they're saying is that the woman makes you wait, then she's wifey. But actually it's the opposite. The woman who wants to fuck you now is wifey. You understand what I'm saying? The woman who makes you wait don't fucking like you like that. She's not sexually attracted to you, which is why she's waiting. You understand? Shout out to K Zaggy, says sexually appealing men with game always have options. That's a fact. What's up? But see, he's saying that the guy is involuntarily celibate because at that moment, he can't have sex, right? But again, he put himself in that situation to be with a woman who doesn't want to have sex with him. But then you might say, Locario, but don't sometimes you're in a relationship and then your woman don't want to have sex because she's just maybe not in the mood or she's kind of tired and she has a headache. And I'm like, yeah, but guess what? You also put yourself in that situation by your dumbass being monogamous. You know what I'm saying? So now, so if you know that this is a possibility that could happen by being monogamous, why the fuck would you be monogamous? Again, guys can be monogamous if they want. I'm just saying that this entire scenario, you put yourself in that situation by either A, dating a woman that or you should know isn't sexually attracted to you, or B, you being in a monogamous relationship, being with that woman and feeling as if, damn, well, I'm trapped here and I shouldn't cheat on her, but she doesn't want to have sex with me. So that's still your fault. But let's continue.
Like, those are the only two options. And I think we're all going to agree that the first outcome is preferable to the second. Given this understanding.
So he's saying, now this is the premise of what he's going to be talking about in this video, which I find like horrible. It's horrible. So basically this, and I'm going to say sort of like the premise of what he's going to say in the video so that you guys can think about this as he's talking, right? So basically the premise of this whole video, because I already watched it, is, so in this scenario right here, is he's saying, well, you have the guy here and the woman here. He's sexually frustrated, or he's going to either be sexually frustrated or she's going to have sex involuntarily, right? So he's saying the first situation is better than the second, meaning the first situation of him being sexually frustrated is better than her having to have sex, even though she doesn't want to, right? Which makes sense. But this is where he loses me. He's losing me by, he's going to be basically saying that, we shouldn't make fun of incels because incels are doing a good thing by not forcing themselves on women because they're sexually frustrated. So we should be patting these incels on the back and be, hey, hey, incel, good for you for not, graping some chick, man. We shouldn't make fun of you. We should be applauding you for that shit. You understand that type of shit? But let's continue. You'll see in a second, but let's keep it going.
I can't wrap my head around the impulse to denigrate those who choose to uphold the first option. Like it or not, when a man is involuntarily celibate, what is he necessarily doing? Well, among other things, he is acknowledging the right of a woman to consent to sex, and he is respecting the foundations of civil society.
Oh my God. Remember, this guy's a doctor. He's a psychiatrist or a psychologist, one of them joints, I can't remember. Right? So he's basically saying that he's respecting civilized society. No, incels are guys who bitch and moan and sometimes get violent because they can't fuck anybody. You understand what I'm saying? BC, it's not that these guys are like, well, hey, listen, I'm trying to have sex and you're not having sex with me and I respect your boundaries and I'm just a good guy for respecting boundaries. No, these are guys who bitch, moan, and complain and think that because they're not having sex, that is something that is out of their control. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. So he's talking about sexual autonomy. Both men and women have. Exactly. Both men and women can find people of the opposite sex to have sex with. So you're not some virtuous motherfucker because you're restraining yourself from trying to do something to a woman because you're sexually frustrated. You understand? Exactly. He keeps saying involuntarily. It's a choice. See, the thing is this. Let's look up the definition of involuntary, right? So involuntary, without will or conscious control, against someone's will without someone's cooperation. So these guys, right, they're saying they're involuntarily celibate. So they're celibate against their will. They're not having sex. They want to have sex, but they just, they can't do anything about it. That's why people make fun of them, because they're fucking weird and goofy. See, any of these dudes could learn game and actually be attractive to women and they will be having sex. It's that simple. But let's continue.
He is choosing to frustrate his will rather than impose it on another. And we're like collectively agreeing that that is something to be mocked and derided.
See, and this is the problem with that, is that he's framing it as if we're talking about guys who want to have sex. The woman refuses, and he says, hey, she refused. I'm going to respect her wishes and keep it moving. That's not what incels are. That's not an incel. An incel is a motherfucker that's bitching and moaning and blaming women, the Stacys and the Chads, for the reason why they're not having sex. And to the point where they get so sexually frustrated that they do some violent shit to somebody. Now, again, it's not all of them who will do that violent shit, but there are instances where these guys, they'll write these fucking manifestos and all this other shit and then enact violence against people. This is crazy. But let's continue.
Because that is the real difference between men. The distinction does not come down to those who are rebuffed and those who aren't. As I've already said, the latter class of men don't exist. But to those who are governed by law and human decency and those who aren't. Like, if there has ever been a man who has never been an incel, it was probably Genghis Khan. And that's not because no woman ever told him no. I'll say that again in a slightly different way. The reason Genghis Khan might not have been an incel was not because women found him universally attractive. It's because he didn't take no for an answer.
See, so what he's trying to do is he's trying to make a connection between incels and them and being like sort of like a virtuous guy. Well, I respect your boundaries and that's why I'm an incel. So don't make fun of me, because the reason why I'm an incel is because I respect your boundaries. You understand what I'm saying? See, the thing is this. If a woman rejects your sexual advances, that does not make you an incel. Because you can go to another woman and talk to her and you'll be fucking that other woman. The incel is the guy who has mental issues because he believes that the reason why he's sexless is out of his control. That's an incel, not a motherfucker who just gets rejected. You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Let that sink in. If you appreciate the insights on this channel, I would...
Exactly, just that's what he's saying. He's saying that any guy who's ever heard no makes you an incel. That's basically what he's saying. Because if you're an incel and you're involuntarily celibate, that means that you have no control over the fact that you're not having sex. But if a guy gets told no at 8 o'clock and then he's fucking another girl in the bathroom at 8:45, how the fuck is he an incel? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about?
highly encourage you to get your hands on a copy of my book, The Value of Others. Over the course of 432 pages, I delve deep into my economic model of relationships and explain the behavior of both men and women in the game of mating and dating. I also provide a lot of actionable advice on how to get and keep more of what you want in the sexual marketplace.
You say guys are always trying to group every man in the same category when it comes to women. Not all men are equal when it comes to dating. Exactly. That's a fact. Talking about all men are incels. Stop. Let's stop the bullshit. I mean, because by his logic, then that would also make all women incels, because every woman has had a situation where she wanted to fuck with a guy that she couldn't. Every woman has had a situation where there was a guy she wanted to fuck at a certain point and couldn't do it. So is she an incel now? Like, what are we talking about? 614, what's popping? Who's this?
My name is Jay. I have a few questions.
Hold on, did you donate?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you donate at?
Venmo.
Hold on, let me double check. Hold on. Let me double check the Venmo real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Sure.
All right, let me see the Venmo. Okay, I got you. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. So what's going on?
Basically, bro, I know I shouldn't start with saying it was a baddie. You feel me? But I was interested. Hey,
okay, so what happened?
I was trying to give her my viewpoints on non-monogamy, and she was like fake mad. Like, I don't really think she was that mad about it.
Wait. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay, so now, why were you giving her your viewpoints on non-monogamy?
I was trying to let her know up front, like, if I cheat, that ain't really nothing. Like, she shouldn't trip on that. Or I don't even know if that be cheating or that just...
Call her. What I'm saying is, why are you talking to this woman about non-monogamy? This is a woman you just met, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so why would you need to be talking to her about non-monogamy?
I don't know, probably because I was trying... I ain't gonna lie, Lucario, when I first meet a woman, bro, I gotta sell him a dream a little bit, tell him like,
sell her a dream like how? Like what? What's the dream you selling her?
Just did give the relationship vibes. Like I talk about my viewpoints on a relationship to, like, you feel me? But I ain't really gonna be in a relationship.
No, but okay, this is what I'm asking you. What are you saying to sell her the dream? Tell me.
I'll just be like, as long as like a man protect you, provide for you, so on and so forth, and like him stepping out ain't really nothing. But like, I'm not gonna do none of that shit. I'm just trying to, like, you know what I'm saying?
But how? I don't understand. I'm confused. How is that selling her a dream?
Okay.
That's all I'm trying to understand. Like, how is telling her about a man providing and protecting, and you'll step out sometimes, how is that selling her a dream?
Because she probably think I'm going to do some of that, but I'm not going to do none of that.
You're not going to do none of what? You're going to do some of what? Provide and protect?
No, I ain't doing none of that.
No, but this
I'm just trying, like...
So you're just trying to fuck, yes?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so now check this out. Do you know that some girls will want to fuck you, and then when you tell them that you want to provide and protect and try to be like this good, nice guy, they don't want to fuck you?
Bro, that's got to be a select few, but
No. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. See, this is the problem with you guys. You guys think you're selling a woman a dream by, you think you're telling her what she wants to hear. Yes?
Hell yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if you want to fuck and a woman wants to fuck you, if you try to sell her that dream, she will change her mind about fucking you. Do you understand that? So you're basically working backwards. You're cock blocking yourself.
I'll hear you. Hey, can I ask another question?
No, you can't ask no other question. Call you gotta call back. You donate $5. Call back and ask another question. All right. Appreciate the call, fam. All right, man. You youngins need the game seriously. Y'all out here wasting time, cock blocking yourselves. Y'all is wild out here. Y'all are fucking wild. All right, let me add this. Hold on, where are we at with this shit? Let me go back to this. All right, here we go. It gets worse.
Once you read The Value of Others, you'll never look at relationships the same way again. Now available in ebook, audiobook, and paperback formats. The links are in the description. It should go without saying, but disparaging those who choose not to violate others is very, very stupid. And this is a choice. This isn't a topic that's very comfortable to discuss, but it is one that we benefit from remembering from time to time. You may have heard that women are the gatekeepers of sex. I've said it myself on this.
You see, I listen. Wait, let me. I knew he was on this red pill stuff. I knew he was on this red pill shit. Hold on, wait. Who is this guy coming into the show? Wait, hold on. Who is this dude? Who's this guy? Hold on. Who's this guy? Hold on, I gotta add this shit. Wait, here we go. Hold on.
Okay, there we go.
What's going on, Miles? It's Pop with you, man.
Chilling, just working hard. You already know what it is, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, Miles, just be prepared to be upset at this shit because I don't know if he was listening earlier. But
incels. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
So basically, he's saying all men are incels because if you get rejected, that means you can't fuck. But anyway, let's go to 570. 570 is popping. Who this?
Hello. This is Charlie Kiefer, 26 in PA. Thanks for taking my call.
Charlie, appreciate the donation, fam.
Yes,
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with you? What's going on?
So I was watching the video with you. My blood started to boil because it just reminded me of something that I had the other day, which I've been kind of working on.
Oh, your phone's breaking up. Go, say it again.
After me a second ago, and I kind of just made sense of it in my mind. You know, with all these guys and really the whole world, it's all about control and control of perception with these guys. You know what I mean? They have to control women no matter what the cost is, and that's how they live their lives. You know, and I have to try to be like that, and that's what this last caller was really saying he's trying to do. He's trying to control the situation, which is basically what proving means, you know? And the reason you feel like you have to prove and control is because you hate yourself. And I used to...
That's a fact.
And the reason it got me so heated is because it reminds me of who I used to be, you know? And I used to be like this, trying to prove myself to others.
Right.
And thankfully, with the help of you, Miles, and other coaches, I've been getting out of my social programming finally. You know, it took me fucking 26 years to get to this point. But it's like, you know, a real quick story I wanted to add to this was a little while I called in, like a little while ago, probably a couple months ago, I called into a show with you and Steve. And I was basically I was telling you guys how, you know, I was sad because my dad basically said, because, you know, I like be on that shit where I'd be telling him I want to fuck and all that other shit. And my dad basically found out, I guess through my sister or something, because she knew the girl that I was fucking. I don't really know. But anyway, he basically said, in short, him and my mom said that they were ashamed that I'm their son. And that I basically tell women that I want to have sex and that I don't court women. So, you know, me being me, the fucking bitch ass that I was, I felt some type of way about it. And I was very sad for a little while there because I was like, how can my dad tell me that he hates me, you know, it's ashamed me? And what I realized is, and I was thinking about this recently because my dad and my mom are on the verge of getting a divorce now, which is kind of funny. But anyway, I still love my dad. It's not that I hate my parents or anything like that. But it's like, what I realized is he actually hates himself too. And that's why he's projecting and venting out on me.
That's some real shit, though.
Real talk. So, hey, look, I told you guys, your family are just regular ass people with your DNA. So don't think that you got to get along or even see eye to eye. Sometimes you got to look at your pops and be like,
wait a minute, who are you?
You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck are you, nigga? Like, what? You know. So yeah, man. Shout out to you for having your own identity and realizing that in some instances it's separate from your family.
Right.
You understand? It is what it is.
And yeah, sir. Yeah, and I was gonna say shout out to you, Miles, for that because I was on the masculine identity membership there for a while, and that shit really helped me. And so thanks to you for really helping me out with that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And but yeah, and my dad basically. But what I realized is that because I told Carl a little while ago too about I had an interaction with a girl who basically said, like, I went up to her and said, I think you're pretty, and that's all I said, and she said, get the fuck out of my face. And what I realized that like any interaction that I have, if you actually have game, basically any interaction that you have when you have game, it has nothing to do with you. The other person just, they're in their own world, just like my dad is in this case, and they're just projecting. And but like the caller who called before, me getting sad in that moment or trying to fix a situation is basically me trying to prove to my dad that I am worthy, when it doesn't make any sense because I'm already worthy because I'm fucking born, and you can't tell me whether I'm valuable or not. So it's like, and it's like, that's what these guys do. And in regards to the video, that's the last thing I'll say. When it comes to this incel fucking doctor head, basically that's what it's about. It's about control, because we ain't talking about rape or sexual harassment. That's the extreme spectrum of the shit. But because guys can't do that, because they don't, obviously, why would you want to in the first place unless you're a fucking psychopath? They basically are so thirsty for pussy in relationships because they think it validates you, like I was in past. I'm saying this out of experience. They basically have to prove through looks, money, status, fucking whatever the fuck, to prove to the woman that they're worthy enough.
Right.
When the truth of the matter is, you already are fucking worthy, and it's just about compatibility and nothing else, you stupid motherfucker.
I love
it. And let me tell you, I was that fucking guy. I was that fucking guy who, before I even found you guys, I was never hateful or thinking I should do all this bullshit yak, but I was just so fearful. I was so afraid of being who I was. And thanks to your guys' memberships, I'm a whole new fucking person, or rather, I recognize the person I already was deep down inside. And because of that, and because of that, I realized that you don't need to actually do anything to be confident. You can just be confident because you're already valuable, and you just have to know who you fucking are and just live every single moment as you are, and that's it. Nothing can validate you.
That's a fact. I love it. Yo, that's what's up, man. Charlie, I appreciate you calling in with the good word, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so see, Charlie got the game in him. That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
He got the game in him. So now let's get back to this beta male shit. This shit is crazy. So basically, so far in the video, he's basically talking about how all men are incels because he said that all men at some point have been sexually frustrated. And if a woman tells you no to sex, then that automatically makes you an incel because you wanted to have sex and now you can, right? The problem is that he's framing this in the way of the man being a victim,
right?
Not being able to actually make a choice and make a move to get what he wants. Because if a woman says no, you can just go to another woman.
Right.
Well, right. Because what the incels do is incels are saying they have no choice but to not have sex because it's out of their control.
Right.
Which is bullshit. And then now this is what he's also trying to frame it as. He's also trying to frame it as we shouldn't make fun of incels because incels are actually upstanding gentlemen because they're following the law by not raping women because they're sexually frustrated. Right? That's basically what the vibe that he's talking about.
This is wow.
You see what I'm saying?
This is crazy.
Oh my God, it gets worse. So let me rewind a little bit and we gonna go into this. Hold on.
Very stupid. And this is a choice. This isn't a topic that's very comfortable to discuss, but it is one that we benefit from remembering from time to time. You may have heard that women are the gatekeepers of sex. I've said it myself on this channel.
You see, that's what I'm saying. I knew.
However, the part that isn't often said is that women are the gatekeepers of sex by convention. Women are not naturally endowed with that privilege. It is not in their nature or in their biology to unilaterally prevent sex from occurring in the event that they don't want it. If it were, then non-consensual sex literally wouldn't be possible. From a physical perspective, a woman's body, like any person's body, is, as Epictetus would say, subject to a superior force. And when it comes to physical force, the average man is more powerful than the average woman.
Yo, is this guy trying to normalize?
What are you saying? This shit sound, you're like, what the, and it's like, bro, it's like, you know, you got this dude with the button down, and he's white, and he's talking very proper, and you know, he sounds smart.
Yeah. The problem with these guys is that when one woman says no, it's like they think that one woman speaks for all women.
Right.
Like, why do they think like that? No, exactly, Mr. Justin. He low-key wants to force himself. That's what it sounds like.
Exactly, because he clearly doesn't understand sexual attraction or lust. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Because he basically, what he's saying is this. He says women are the gatekeepers of sex, basically by society, because you know the woman has to give the man consent, right? And what happens is that even the thought of the woman is the gatekeeper, meaning that the guys want to have sex and the women don't really want to have sex with you, and maybe they'll just give you the opportunity to fuck them. And he's saying that. And he's also saying that women are not strong enough to stop the man if he wanted to. Right. So therefore, you should be thanking these guys for not forcing themselves on you. So you shouldn't be making fun of these incels. It's like, what are we talking about, yo?
Like, you see, I have made points parallel to that.
Right.
But I was more talking about how like a woman's need for survival, and she has to look to a man or any man.
Right.
I'm not trying to justify incels or MGTOW and none of that shit.
Right. Exactly.
Because I know I might get a guy or two that said, no, but Miles, you said some shit like that before. Understand, I was talking about just the respect that we should all have for manhood, period.
Right.
I'm not trying to make an excuse for any smaller sect of, you know, males in the space that are not getting pussy and trying to justify this or that.
Right, exactly.
Come on, man. This is weird. I can't. And this is how much these guys don't love themselves, because they've never been in the presence of a woman that actually loves them. Exactly. Or likes them, except for maybe their mother. And even half of them ain't even that blessed.
Right. Because it's one thing to objectively talk about something, but then there's another thing to talk about something as an excuse and try to pat somebody on the back. That's like me saying, hey, Miles, you should be thanking me for not stealing your money, because, you know, like I could need some money now and you tell me no, and you should be thanking me for not punching you in the face and taking your wallet. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we talking about?
It's like some reverse psychology, like weird what Stockholm syndrome type of.
What is
I can't even figure it out. Like, it's ridiculous right now.
This shit is wild. I'm like, this is insane. But let's continue to shit.
All of this is to say that women are not the gatekeepers of sex by nature. They are the gatekeepers of sex by convention. They are the gatekeepers of sex because we've gotten together as a society by creating a structure of order and establishing a system of laws. And the basis of this social contract is fundamentally the voluntary surrender of certain natural rights in return for protection against those same rights being enacted against us. This is Hobbes's Leviathan, and it is the only legitimate basis of civil society. And we've agreed that no woman should be made to have sex against her will because, I suppose, among other things, we wouldn't enjoy the same experience being foisted upon us. So when someone in possession of superior natural force is frustrated in his desire, and chooses to abide in the frustration of his will instead of forcing his will on another, then congratulations, we have civilization.
You see how he sound almost like mad? So he's basically saying we have civilization because these frustrated guys are restraining themselves from forcing themselves on a woman. And he's saying that these are the incels. But what I'm telling you is that that's not the incel. The incel is the guy bitching and moaning that he can't get pussy and thinking that he doesn't have the ability to attract women, and then getting frustrated to the point where he might go out and freaking shoot up a school or some stupid shit.
Exactly.
That's the incel, man. Like, what are you talking about?
And what I'm and the thing I'm saying too is that it's guys like him and this type of mentality that creates the terminology of toxic masculinity.
Right.
Because understand, it's all men. It's all men who are literally, I mean, if you want to talk about keeping civilization together, it's all men keeping civilization together.
Right.
Because we're not like 24/7 fucking and defiling females.
Right.
No, we're getting up and working and constructing and building and creating and providing and producing.
Right.
Because you see, guys again, the issue with the guys that don't have game and the guys that can't get pussy is because they make getting pussy the number one thing.
Right.
So this is why he's focused on the incels being the gatekeepers of society. Oh, just because they're having self-control, now we have fucking society. No, we've been had fucking society, idiot. Society is built on the backs of men, responsible men who know how to provide and produce for not just in the concerns of women, but for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
This is why manhood is important. Manhood is not important just because you're not jumping around and defiling someone.
Right.
Manhood is important because of everything you see around you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part that diminishes the importance of men when they focus on the sex so much. See what I'm saying? It's fucked up, man. It's dumb. It's really dumb.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, man. He said, Mr. Carr, he knows more than what he's saying in this video. If you watched his interview on Soft White Underbelly channel, you would understand that he's speaking like the youth in these short videos. Speaking like the youth. Why would he be speaking like the youth?
Why? So he could gain more followers?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like,
so he's a sellout then?
Right. Because this is the thing. It's just like when, it's like a older guy dating a younger man. I mean, I say younger man, younger woman, right? So an older guy dating a younger woman, right? He's supposed to elevate that woman's mind to where he's at.
Right.
I'm not sitting here trying to be cool with the youngins. The youngins need to be cool with us.
Right.
We're the ones teaching them that's going to elevate their situation. You see what I'm saying? So what are we talking about here, man? This is crazy, man. This shit crazy. But anyway, let's continue this shit. I'm like,
okay. He may not like it in the moment, but he is choosing to respect the law and the woman's right to choose, which is what we want him to do. But rather
it's hard to let him keep talking.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's insane.
Because let me tell you something. When you meet the right woman, she loses her right to choose. This is what you motherfuckers don't understand, which is why we tell you it's a numbers game, which is why when we say put in the work, all we really mean is to find the compatible ones.
Right, because the compatible one is going to want to have sex with you, be all about you, because at that point, this is what we're saying, where she loses her right to choose. Because what happens is that she feels like she can't even control herself around you because she wants you that fucking bad.
And that right there, what Lucario just says, is what the average man with no masculine identity never actually experiences. And guess what? Even when he is experiencing it, he doesn't actually know.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because he can't bring himself to believe that a woman would be feeling him that much.
Right.
Yeah. Rick Moranis, like even the shape of his face, Mr. Justin. If he put some glasses on, he could be a Rick Moranis like stunt double. That's a fact. Shout out, that real talk. And for those who don't know Rick Moranis, go look up this movie called Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Right.
But bro, I'm saying the fact most of you guys, and that's one of the main things why a lot of you motherfuckers either hate, don't believe us, or are skeptical of the things that we say to you.
Mm-hmm.
You've never experienced a woman who, because of your compatibility and the fact that your masculine identity has washed over her,
right,
like a fucking tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
You've never experienced this.
Right.
To where a woman is like, bro, I kid you not. I've had a woman beg me. She said, could you please don't ask me for money? because the way I feel about you, I'm willing to give you everything in my checking account right now. I've heard these words unprovoked. Hand to God, true story.
Mm-hmm.
She was begging me, not like, could you please not take advantage of me like that? Because you could have everything in my fucking bank account.
Have everything, anything you want is yours.
Anything you want.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying when I hear this shit like this. I'm like, bro, it's these guys, man.
And bro, I swear to God, me just saying what I said. Half the niggas in the chat and half the niggas that's gonna watch the video gonna be like, this little ball motherfucker, come on. He could never.
Right.
I'm telling you, I've heard it. And I'm looking at them like, I mean, thankfully I am who I am. I don't ask bitches for shit.
Right.
But I've heard these words. I'm like, damn. Like, if I was really one of them type of niggas, I could be straight.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Straight. And am I an incel?
Right.
I ain't no fucking incel. The woman is right there, butt naked, telling me, please. Just you can have whatever you want. Just please don't take advantage of me. I'm begging you.
Yeah.
Crying, bro. Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on. These motherfuckers don't know what it is for a woman to actually like. Look, Mr. Justice said facts. Nobody believes me when I tell them my lawyer girl doesn't have thought in my presence. Offered me full control of her income.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you on mute, Miles. You're on mute. He's on mute. You gotta unmute.
Yeah. You got me?
Yeah, you good. You good though.
Yeah, my shit clipped for a second. But yeah, it's crazy out here. And guys, this is what it's these type of experience that we're trying to bring you to, because it's more. See, when we tell you it's a numbers game, you think we're just telling you that because it's like, oh, well, you're just saying I got to go through girl after girl after girl after girl. No.
Mm-hmm.
Within the next 4 bitches you talk to, you might find one compatible.
Right.
It's a chance thing. It's a probability thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we say 25 women, nigga, you might get to girl number 12 and she might be the one.
Mm-hmm.
But the point of the matter is you have to be willing. You got to have that type of faith to do the thing, to go out there and again, interact with multiple women so you can begin to realize that they're not the anomaly. You are.
So he said, doesn't that prove this guy's point if some men never hear that? But that's what, bro, this is what we're saying. They're not hearing that because they don't have any fucking game. And then what they do is that now they want pats on the back for being sexually frustrated.
Right.
Oh, well, listen, you should make fun of me because at least I'm not raping you right now. At least I'm not sexually assaulting you with my sexual frustration. Come on, fam, you got to stop this. And see, this is what we're trying to say. You guys have to stop trying to stay at the bottom of the barrel. That's the problem. It's like, see, this whole talk that he's doing, and this is a lot of his videos and a lot of other guys like this, is they talk from the perspective of the loser. You understand? And then so their reality and the way that they talk about things are shaped through that loser energy. So now it becomes a thing of like, well, if I'm an incel, why are you making fun of me? You should be thanking me for not like, you know, acting upon my sexual frustration.
Right. That's crazy.
Man, I'm stronger than you, and I'm restraining myself, and I'm obeying the law. So you should pat me on the back because I'm a good citizen. You understand what I'm saying? This is crazy. I'm like, yo, let's continue this shit.
Then praise his restraint, or sympathize with his frustration, or I don't know, simply pass over the situation without comment. We've somehow agreed that this man is a creepy loser? Like, make it make sense, people.
I'll make it make sense. He's a loser because he's complaining that he can't get no bitches, and he's acting like he doesn't have control over it. That's the whole part in this whole video he's never mentioned. You understand? He's never mentioned the fact that these motherfuckers are bitching and moaning, not getting women, as if they don't have control over that.
Right.
This is crazy.
You see, this is my lady in the chat right now. See,
that was me filling Miles up before he left. I couldn't control myself. Exactly. Shout out to Jay.
When your woman is feeling you, they can't control themselves. They have no choice. Come on, bro. What are we talking about?
Listen to me very carefully. If there is a recipe for making someone villainous, it is precisely this: punish him for doing the right thing. And that's precisely what we're doing when we mock these men. I do not advise disparaging people for following the law and respecting the rights of others.
That following the law and respecting the rights of others have nothing to do with being an incel. This is what, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to connect it. So he's like, these guys over here are having sex, but they're not having sex because they're following the law. No, they're not having sex because they're bitching and moaning that they can't get it. And that makes them sexually frustrated, and in some cases makes them violent.
Why is he trying to make, see, this is one of the most extreme cases I've ever seen of someone trying to make excuses for being a bitch ass nigga.
Exactly.
Like, this is a very extreme case.
That's what I'm saying. This is horrible.
Like, he's trying his best to explain the cope. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's justifying the cope right now.
Right.
This is not good.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, see, this is the type of video that needs to be banned by YouTube. and I'm not saying this like to try to do anything to his channel or nothing like that. And me personally, I wouldn't, like, I've never flagged the motherfucker in my life.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, based on the message and the underlying like danger of his message, this is the type of shit that should be like flagged, banned, and taken down. Like, seriously.
This shit crazy. That's what I'm saying. This shit is crazy.
Like, we don't have to celebrate these people just for following the law, but insulting them for doing so is the height of stupidity.
But this is what we're saying. He's so off. We're not insulting them for following the law. We're insulting motherfuckers because they are bitching and moaning and complaining about not getting women.
Right.
Acting weird, and then sometimes because of their sexual frustration getting violent. And also, this is the thing. Remember, there's nothing different about them than anybody else. The fact that they call themselves incels, they're saying they're involuntarily celibate, meaning they have no control, they have no autonomy. That right there within themselves is saying, well, I have no, it's not my fault. So imagine a man trying to act like it's not his fault. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy, man. But we almost done with this.
Like, imagine a businessman who sells luxury goods insulting a crowd of people standing out front of his store.
Hold on. Language exposes. He said, imagine a man selling luxury goods. What are the luxury goods? The pussy. See what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm saying. Y'all gotta pay attention to this.
Pedestal. Even in his hypotheticals, he's pedestaling the pussy.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Now,
Good catch.
Let's back it up real quick. I want y'all to see what he's gonna say here. This is crazy.
Of stupidity. Like, imagine a businessman who sells luxury goods, insulting a crowd of people standing out front of his store for being too poor to buy his products. Ha! You pathetic losers! You'll never.
No, that's not the same thing. This is I'll use his analogy the right way. This is how it is for incels. Guy has a luxury store of products. The incel is complaining that they can't afford the products.
Right.
We tell the incel, get a fucking job and get your money up and go buy the product.
Right.
And you're like, no, I have no choice. I can't get a job. I can't go to work. I have no choice. So I'm just going to sit here and complain. And then now they get frustrated, and they get so frustrated to the point where they take a gun to the store and shoot everybody up. That's what we're talking about, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
Or they come through with the gun and rob the place at gunpoint.
Exactly.
And then he's sitting there saying, hey, we should thank these guys for not coming and robbing the place.
Right, exactly. Yo, this guy's a doctor.
These guys should be celebrated for that.
Yo, this guy is a doctor.
Yeah, man. Yo, that's literally why I ain't finished school, because everybody around me that was getting degrees was dumb motherfuckers.
Yo, this is crazy. Oh my God. Yo, I can't believe this shit.
Never be able to afford anything nice. Like, how do you think that would go over? Now, I don't think people should steal. I don't think people should riot. But I think we can all agree that that man is either absolutely oblivious or tempting fate in a very foolish way. It's kind of like Marie Antoinette saying, well, let them eat cake. And we all know how that ended up for her. Again, all men are incels at some point. It's not just the unattractive ones. Like, look at the media. Every day, it seems as though another rich and famous and handsome and powerful man is accused of non-consensual sex. Most likely because he felt his status entitled him to sex.
It's because he ain't got no fucking game. Guys, do you see how when you don't have game, you come to these ridiculous conclusions?
Yeah. Yo, let me tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you something, man. Listen, look, I want y'all to understand something. I said this before, but all of you dudes in the chat or watching this show who understand what we say and really get it, I want y'all to understand that it's guys like this that are going to take over the future of the zeitgeist.
Right.
It's guys like this that's going to take over the future of the. And when I say zeitgeist, what I mean is the popular media that is going to be consumed by the masses.
Right.
Guys like us, on the other hand, we are always going to be in the back of the library in the last section behind something that is obstructing the view.
Right.
Guys, matter of fact, y'all need to start recording these shows and archiving them in your own fucking personal library. That's
a fact.
The shit that we say is going to be phased out at some point. When niggas like us die, it's over. Because it's going to be the doctors like this guy telling young men, hey, you should be celebrated for not going out there with a gun and doing something crazy.
Right. It's like,
what? Bro, don't you? It's because it's already here. These are the guys with the hundreds of thousands of subscribers and fucking sponsorships, and their fucking channels are insulated and protected by the powers that be. Niggas like us, if we say one thing wrong,
right?
Get him out of here. Demonetized. He's done.
Oh my God, this shit crazy, man. I'm like, God damn.
And he believed he could violate the social construct without consequence. Women can and absolutely do turn down attractive men as well. But insulting the men who abide in that frustration instead of imposing their will on women is as stupid as it is tasteless.
And you know what the funny part is, and this is the part that he don't understand, right? You know why women especially make fun of these niggas or look at them as weirdos and shit? Is because he doesn't know how much women love sex. So imagine you're a woman knowing how much you love sex and hearing a guy say, I can't get sex because it's out of my control. You're like, this motherfucker's a weirdo.
No, it happens all the time. How many times you ever been in a conversation with a female and you explain to them that, look, the average guy is kind of tough for him to get pussy, and bitches be like, no,
what? Come on. They're like, and they're actually thinking you're crazy. Like
I'll tell a chick, yeah, I'm a masculine identity coach, and sometimes guys come at me for like dating advice because they have trouble, dating, having sex, and things. Wait, guys are out here having trouble fucking?
Right.
And the girls would be like, they'll say that because, like you said, they love fucking.
Like, I'm not going to mention a girl name, but there's somebody we know from back in the day where we was talking to her. She told us she had sex with 4 guys in one day.
One day.
You know what I'm saying? They were just coming through to the crib like a conveyor belt. Just, you understand what I'm saying?
Bro, chicks, they don't. And again, that's how it is when you're in a certain reality. It's hard for you to see certain perspective. Mr. Justice says some girls hurt his feelings. You can see the sadness in his face. Yo, facts. You know what else he's doing in a way too? In a way, he is like justifying supervillains or something.
Right.
Like he's like, look, if later on there's a guy who turns into a huge supervillain and destroys the world, remember, girls, it's your fault for not fucking him.
Right, exactly.
Like you remember the plot to The Incredibles?
Right.
The kid wanted to like be Mr. Incredible sidekick. He was like, nah, I'm good. Get the fuck out of here. And later on, he was the supervillain at the end of the movie or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, this shit is wild, bro. This shit is wild. You almost done it here.
That's my take. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.
All right, so that is. But this is what's funny. I want to show you guys some of the comments though. Let's see what these comments are saying. Hold on, let me go back to the.
Let's see the poison manifest.
Right.
In real time.
I'm done.
Hold on. So it says. He says he is regaining the dignity that society has stolen from most men. This is something so fundamental to the male experience. So, of course, women have no freaking clue. What? It says, finally, somebody said this. It usually takes between a few months and a year of marriage. What? It says, always, top-notch content, genius take. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. The poison is spreading.
If this man needs to be protected at all costs, like, yo, it's what I'm saying. Like, this is it. He said this is a very key insight. Also, no woman that needs to hear it will ever hear it. Because, guys, you gotta understand something. When look, I'm not even trying to give women too much credit, but I understand when a woman is like truly when she's truly genuine about the stupidity of a man, this is what she's talking about. You understand what I'm saying? It's like this is the type of shit that she's talking about. But again, this is what I'm saying. This is the type of stuff that guys gravitate to. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Crazy. It's like ridiculous, man.
Just take top-notch content. Top notch. Come on, guys.
Crazy. Oh my goodness, man. But anyway, so guys, call up. We're going to do another maybe 15, 20 minutes and we're going to wrap it up. So if you have any questions, put a Q in the chat. If you want to call up, call-in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672. 7300 is the number. So let me see what these questions are saying. It says, but if you think a woman is physically attractive, but the woman doesn't think you're attractive, doesn't she have power of you since you physically desire her, but she doesn't physically desire you? No. No. Guys, this is what happens when you guys are surface level, right? If the woman is physically attractive to me, that's about me, not her. You understand what I'm saying? So if I go and approach a woman because I find her physically appealing, she's getting the experience of me approaching her because of me. Right? So now I'm giving her the opportunity, right, to get over here. Right? Now, if she don't want to get over here, she has every right to not fuck with me. Right? But as soon as she shows that, right, I'm not interested in taking that further because there's nowhere to take it further because she's already shown the disinterest or the uncooperative behavior. You understand? Now, if she shows the cooperative behavior, that is her reflecting me, mirroring me. So then I will continue because she's showing me myself. You understand? Because when I saw her, I was already being shown myself.
Right.
I am what is attractive over there. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So y'all guys, that's the only reason I'm even talking to her. So now, if I'm in a situation where the woman is cooperating and everything is flowing, right? Then I'm in a situation where I'm making shit happen. So you got to understand that shit. This says, isn't the guy who does that and doesn't complain still an incel if he isn't having sex despite requesting? Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Isn't the guy who does that, I don't remember what that was, and doesn't complain still an incel if he isn't having sex despite requesting? Okay, so I guess he's saying, like, aren't you still an incel if you are requesting sex but you don't get the sex? I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah, but
you're not, because
no, celibate. It's the words are involuntary celibate.
Right.
Involuntary celibate.
Meaning you have no control.
Yeah, it's a difference between a nigga who just hasn't found a chick that want to fuck him in a little while.
Right, because he's still actually taking action, meaning he is voluntarily putting himself out there to get sex.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that contradicts itself if you're actually pursuing it. You see what I'm saying?
You see, the problem is that you don't have enough respect for yourself to even have enough respect for your intention and the action.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You don't respect your intention. So according to you, just because a woman said no, it's like, oh, well, I'm an incel right now because the last chick I hollered at said no.
And it's like, how are you giving a woman power like that?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
They give them way too much power, and they give it away so easily. And then they wonder why they can't get what they want out of life.
Exactly.
Forget fucking a woman. You can't get what you want out of life at all.
This shit crazy. I'm like, goddamn. You said that it tends to last longer if you go on first date before smashing instead of smashing without a date. But what about first date after smashing? And is there an issue with that order? Well, this is the thing. If you are going on a date after you just randomly smashed a chick, right? I wouldn't recommend it. And the reason why I wouldn't recommend it is because what you're essentially saying is that I want more than sex with you. And because you're going in that order. Remember, so this is the thing, and it's gonna hit more. If you go to get drinks with a woman and then y'all smash, right? What happens is that there's a possibility that this can go further, but it's also a possibility that this can just be a hookup. Right now, if you hook up with the girl off rip, like you say, hey, come to my house, she comes straight to your house from the dating app, y'all hook up, and then you go out on a date with her, then that's telling a different story. That's actually saying, hey, I really kind of want this to be more than just sex, which is why you're not at my house having sex with me, we're on a date. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful about how you do things. when you do things and what you're doing in these situations. This is why game is so important, because the more you're out there doing what you do, the more you're going to notice these things and see these things.
Right.
And this is what you got to understand. You're always communicating with a woman, even if you're not speaking. You have to understand, what are you saying to this woman through your actions?
What are you saying?
Because y'all don't, I swear, y'all be thinking shit is just like, even yesterday when we had the call with the dude on the Real Game No Theory show, he was like, and I noticed he did this, when he said he went to the fucking, he said he went to the arcade with the girl or whatever it was like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, but I just kind of bought her food or whatever, but that don't matter. It's like, no. Everything you do matters.
Facts.
So y'all think, it don't, like a dude to say, yeah, I went out with this chick, but I remembered I had to pick up something from my mom's house. So I bought it to meet my mom real quick. And then we went to go get drinks. I'm like, nigga, you serious? You let this woman meet your mom?
Oh my God. Yeah, what's the big deal, Lucario?
Deal.
I just had to pick up something from my mom's house. So I said, she can meet my mother.
Right.
First date, nigga? You don't even know this bitch.
Exactly. You don't know this bitch could be crazy. You probably stab your mom in the chest or something.
Now she know where your mama live.
Exactly. Like,
what's the big deal? Why would that matter?
Yo, these dudes is wild out here. These dudes are wild out of here. I tell you. Let me see. Where is that? So, Lucario, can you show I already showed the comment section of that. Can you give some examples of direct game to make shit happen same day? Well, listen, you go to
yeah, exactly. I thought you was going.
Membership.com. Listen, I'm telling you, you got a whole fucking website you can go to.
Yo, what was it? What was it? Same day. You got a program literally called Same Day Lay.
A whole program called Same Day Lay on the Bad Boy Membership. You guys can go to badboymembership.com right now.
You see,
I got another program called How to Sleep with a Woman in Less Than an Hour on the Bad Boy Membership.
What I can't stand is that these niggas will go to that psychologist nigga,
right,
and pay him thousands of dollars. Come over here and be like, yo, give me a couple tips, Lucario.
Right.
Yo, give me a couple joints for free. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. I'm sorry. Like, with all due respect, no shade, but fuck you though.
And look, he asked even more questions. He said, "Is the phone only for setting plans, not even show no effect?" Bro, yeah.
Send a donation and call in, man. We not no freebies out here, man.
919. What's poppin'? Who this?
Shit, I was just saying, man, rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal. I heard that he died, bro, from drowning.
Nah, bro, stop playing. What you talk about?
Yeah, Malcolm, like from Cosby.
Theo from fucking Cosby Show, nigga.
Yeah,
he did.
Damn.
What, drowning?
No, TMZ, no.
Crazy.
Oh no,
that's crazy.
Hey, hold on, look, real quick, because I grew up on this nigga, man. Hold on one second, man. Damn.
Yeah, when I was too, man, like I think he died from suicidal drowning.
Accidental drowning is
it. Bro, like, yo, man, like mental health it's just not worth it, man. It's not worth it, bro.
Wow.
Damn. He in Costa Rica? Oh no. Well, rest in peace to the big homie, man. Damn. This is crazy.
Accidentally drowning, but the real story was he killed himself.
Wow.
Damn. Crazy.
I kind of gave y'all the news about what happened. It just popped over my my screen, man.
Did you donate, nigga? I said, did you donate though?
Nah, I'm just telling you the news, man. I might be out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
I had to let him go.
No. Shout out to caller if you're listening. We appreciate you, but we appreciate you, man. But donate though. Still, you still got to donate, even if somebody died, nigga. I'm sorry, you got to donate.
Don't be in Costa Rica at the end of the month.
No, don't let that sway you, Zag. Costa Rica is dope. Okay, Costa Rica is super duper dope. So yeah, make sure you have a good time out there.
Damn.
Yo, Theo from the Cosby Show. Golly.
That's wild, man. That's fucked up.
That's rough.
That's fucked up, man. So I don't, who knows, man.
What did you do to my shirt?
Man, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. But rest in peace to him, man. You know what I'm saying? His life is, you gotta enjoy it and do what you gotta do out here.
Nigga. Every day above ground is a fucking blessing. I keep telling y'all niggas to fucking get on that gratitude shit, nigga. Be grateful every day you wake up, homie. I'm serious. Anyway, true perspective.
He said, how can we undo the effects of red pill and PUA that we have been subconsciously mind controlling?
Well, honestly, that's why you should have been a part of the masculine identity membership, because truth be told, we did 3 parts to learn helplessness. And if you really think about it, that's all red pill info is.
Right.
Learned helplessness. Basically, and red pill, incel, black pill, all that other shit is telling you how to learn and accept how to be helpless.
Right.
You understand? So you could continue to blame women for your problems and all that other dumb shit.
That's a fact. It's a fact. So it says, I don't approach women because I'm scared what other people think if I get turned down. Listen, Eric, nobody cares about you. Just understand that. Like, nobody. Listen, that's the good news. That's the good news. Nobody gives a fuck about what Eric is doing outside. I promise you, nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody cares.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares. Oh man, it says, Lakara, when are you doing the show about sex protocol? Oh no, I'm not. You talking about with the first date sex? No, I'm gonna do a whole Bad Boy membership on that shit.
Bad Boy membership. Get your coins up, nigga.
Back. You know what I'm saying? It says, when you say you can get women whenever at whatever time of day that you want, does it matter or not matter that you had to sift through multiple women to find the one? No, it doesn't matter. But this is what I'm saying. See, guys, you have to really listen to what we're talking about, right? Because in the video he said, well, guys can't get women whenever they want or however they want and blah, 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 right? So the problem with a lot of you guys is this. Y'all want women who don't want you because you don't like yourself.
Right.
That's why you want those women. So when you hear things, when guys are like, oh, but I can't get the women that I want. The reason why you can't get the woman that you want is because you don't even know who the fuck you are in the first place to even get the women you want.
You don't like you don't like yourself, so you're gravitated to the women that you know will treat you like shit.
Exactly.
You're gravitated to the woman that you know will quote unquote reject you harshly.
Like this is why it don't even make sense when a person is like, oh, well, do you get baddies or do you even get hot chicks and all this other stuff? Because any woman that I fuck with is hot. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be fucking her if she wasn't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Lucario, like, bro, if I chose to go over and talk to her, it's because she's hot to me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you see what I mean?
Because I know what I like and I celebrate what I like. See, you guys don't even celebrate what you like.
Right.
Like, Lucario, what you just said was so real about them choosing a certain type of woman because they don't like themselves. You motherfuckers, you approach the situation saying, well, I want a woman who's out of my league.
Right, exactly, right. Like, what the fuck
does that mean? What does that really mean other than, well, I don't like myself, so I'm purposely going to try to go after a woman that subconsciously I think would not like me. Right. So if I do score her, I can be validated by an impossible feat.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers don't even...
You didn't think it was possible in the first place. That's why it's so hard for it to happen. Before any woman told me any of the shit that they ever told me, I already knew it was possible to happen. How? because my dad fucked my mom and I got here.
Exactly.
And guess what? I look like my mom and I look like my dad. So I know that there's somebody out there that wants to fuck me.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. That's a good point.
Call me crazy.
Because the fact that you're here, that means your parents got together to fuck. So you are the product of the fucking. So how all of a sudden nobody don't want to fuck you? That don't even make sense.
Like, how the fuck did you come up with involuntary celibate?
Right.
You were born.
Exactly. That's what I'm
dumbest fucking thing. I'm telling you.
Like, you're the product of sex, but all of a sudden you can't get sex. Ain't that some shit? It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, dudes, they don't even realize what they're talking about.
Yo, that's what even truth be told, when you hear guys use words like baddie, or bad bitch, or a dime, or a 10,
right?
They're literally saying a chick that would be difficult to get. That's what they're saying. Deep down, that's what they're saying. But because they disguise it as, oh, well, I know when a girl is good looking. I'm just saying that, if she's a baddie.
Right.
So that's why I need, if you want to come up on this, if you want to come up on the YouTube and give me advice on how to get girls, well, I need to know that you fucking with baddies.
Exactly. Right.
No, what you're really saying is, well, I don't love myself. I don't see things the way you see things.
Right.
So therefore, I need proof of you getting with a woman who I think is impossible to get.
Exactly.
So I can finally believe in loving myself.
That's the fact. That's the facts.
So that's why we look at you niggas so funny. And that's why it seems like we're ridiculing you or speaking down to you, because it's two types of people having a conversation: a person who loves themselves and a person who doesn't. Guess what? Whenever a person who loves himself speaks, the person who doesn't love himself will always receive it as an insult.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Even when I'm not talking to you. Even when I'm not talking to you. Shout out to Umar Johnson.
Right.
Even when I'm not talking to you. I know it's a lot of I can see you motherfuckers out there. Sitting there seething and hating on a nigga like me. I sound so fucking brash and boisterous and confident. And because you hate yourself, you hate me. Literally. So when you hear me tell a story about how a woman said this or that to me, or how I've been with women, I've done threesomes and I've done this and I've done that, you looking at me like, that could never be possible.
Right, exactly.
Because you're speaking from the vantage point of a motherfucker who hates himself. So you cannot understand the words that I'm saying. And when I say them, the louder I get, the more confident I speak, the more it sounds like I'm talking down to you.
Right. And see, this is the problem. Even that whole 1 to 10 scale that you guys do, that means that you are susceptible to societal programming, because you're saying I'm buying into the 1 to 10 scale. So what you're saying is that you're trying to, check this out. You're trying to judge a woman outside of you. How can you judge a woman's beauty outside of your own taste for the woman?
Exactly.
So meaning no man can tell me what I should or shouldn't like. I can't tell you what you should or shouldn't like. I can't tell you. Listen, if you come to me and say, hey, Lucario, do you think this chick is bad? I'm only going to be talking about myself. Right. I can't tell you think a chick is bad. You understand what I'm saying? You can only tell yourself that. So the fact of asking me if I get a bad chick so you can listen to what I'm saying makes no sense, because what is bad to me is about me, not you.
Not you.
And this is what you guys don't understand. So a lot of times what happens is that with this whole, oh, she's a dime and all this other scale type of thing, what happens is that you're feeding into society and trying to join them instead of focusing on yourself and having the women in society join you. That's the difference. That's the difference. Because this is the thing. If somebody said, Mr. Locario, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think you're? I'm like, I'm a 100. What are you talking about? And the reason why I'm saying that is because what happens is that when you are seeing yourself in your reality, right? Why would you not see yourself as anything except for the best shit ever?
Absolute best.
You understand what I'm saying? It's the best shit ever. Just like, for example, if I told you, tell me your favorite food, right? Let's say you said tacos. Oh, I love tacos. Tacos is the best shit ever, right? That means that to you, tacos is a 10 or 100 or the best shit ever. So now, if I say, you know what? I like to make tacos, right? And if somebody says, well, how good are the tacos you make? They're a fucking 10. You know why? Because you love tacos, automatically you're going to see my tacos as the 10 anyway.
Right.
So why the fuck are you worried about what everybody else is thinking or saying when all you have to do is claim that you're the fucking 10, and then the people who see you as the 10 are going to see you as their 10, so you don't need to worry about all this shit.
Facts.
See, the fact is, you guys are worried about society, so because you don't love yourself, you keep clawing and gnawing at society to tell you who you are. And what we're telling you is, tell yourself who you are and teach society who you are.
Woo!
You're supposed to teach people how to treat you. You're supposed to teach people about you. This is why you can't really, it makes no sense to get upset if somebody says something mean to you or tries to call you a name or say, you know why? Because they don't know you. Because they need to get taught who you are to even have an opinion on you.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So this is the thing. And again, because you don't love yourself, you're looking for validation, which is why you're worried about what they're saying, which is why you care about what they think about you, because you desperately need for them to think of you a certain way, because you're not brave enough to think about yourself a certain way and see yourself a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? So you guys gotta understand this shit. You gotta understand this shit. But listen, we about to wrap this shit up, man. We about to wrap this shit up. Well, I think we got one more question.
Did you turn off the phones? Because
Oh yeah, you know, niggas gonna be trying to call up. Says, do you offer person boot camps? Well, there's no, we don't do boot camps, but it's the thing. So I'm in the process of, so this is the plan, guys. So I'm in the process of setting these in-person things up, but it's not going to be out until probably later this year, early next year. And the reason why is because I have to set up all the things that we're going to be doing. And also the price, right, is going to be high. Okay. So basically the price is going to be somewhere in the 5 figures. So like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. I'm just letting you know now.
Yeah. Facts.
For in-person type shit, it's going to cost a lot because it's a lot of information. So you know, with us one-on-one, and it's more time being spent. So therefore the value of the situation is way more. You understand what I'm saying? So we'll let you guys know about that, you know, pretty soon at some point. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
But yeah, anything else, Miles, you want to say before we wrap this shit up?
Oh yeah, guys, make sure you go to Cunningham Elements and get your soap. Get your soap, people. And guys, I want you guys to make sure you go and get your masculine identity eau de parfum and your masculine identity sport eau de parfum. Make sure you go there and get that as well. And also got some other soaps. We got the lavender, we got the rose, and we have lemon mint. And we also have, you can put in your pre-order for the shea butter. I will start sending out the pre-orders in October when it starts to get cool. Maybe November. It depends on the weather. It depends on the weather. If where I am, it ain't cool enough, then I'm sorry. But I'll continually make announcements to let y'all know. So don't be afraid to order your shea butter. You know, the orders are all logged and is always logged. So I know who's supposed to get their shea butter. So you can pre-order your shea butter. And I think it makes more sense to do that shit too, because sometimes when if y'all wait for me to do the batches, them shits run out quick. So, you know, pre-order your shea butter so you could be ahead of the game. That's a fact. And then, of course, guys, make sure you go to shoplocario.com. Look, I know it's a couple of y'all that was supposed to get the Master the Vetting Process program or when it was at the original, when it was at the introductory price. But guys, you need it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all need this. Like, this is
like Shannon Sharp could have saved himself. Y'all talking about the price of the program? Shannon Sharp could have saved himself $15 million.
Exactly.
If he understood how to vet a bitch.
Exactly.
15 million?
Mm-hmm.
Lucario, go into the site and change the price to 15. Nah.
Exactly. It's gonna cost 15 million now. That's a fact. Cause I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put 15 million, send it straight to Shannon Sharp and send him a link. Like,
yo, for real, nigga, you want to settle with a bitch for 15 million?
Mm-hmm.
And come to me for coaching?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bruh.
That's crazy.
Come on, bruh. 15. These niggas is out here dropping 15 million to fucking these little chicks that bring charges against them just because they ain't know how to vet.
That's crazy.
Come on, guys. Seriously, but
you said he settled for 50 million. That's crazy.
I heard 15. I heard 1.5.
Yeah,
she was asking for 50, and I heard he settled for 1.5.
That's crazy.
So yeah. He $50 million nut. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I reserve the right to be mistaken, and if it's actually 50 million, then Lucario, we really
exactly
need to raise the fucking price, nigga. What the fuck are we talking about?
You know what you should do every time a nigga get caught in the fucking news for tricking or doing this stuff, we gotta raise the price.
In the news the other day, Shannon Sharp, guys, we're gonna have to raise the price again on the master the vetting process program. Guys, get it now, because every next celebrity nigga that fucks up out here and don't come to us for coaching, we're gonna have to raise the price.
Exactly. That's a fact. That's a fact.
No, honestly, I'm tired of you motherfuckers treating us like shit, but then calling in the show to get advice.
Right, exactly.
Y'all same niggas act like y'all skeptical. Oh, you guys are selling snake oil, and I'm mad because Miles is trying to sell me soap. And
right.
blah, blah, blah. Y'all the same niggas that be calling us, asking us questions about y'all relationships, because you know the fucking information that we got over here is priceless.
Mm-hmm.
But then y'all want to complain about pricing and shit? No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling y'all, support us now.
That's what I'm saying.
See, and here's why I want you guys to support us now. Because what we're trying to do with the business model and everything that we do over here, we are trying to set all of this information up, like the masculine identity membership and the bad boy membership. And I'm being dead serious right now. We're trying to set these things up so even after we die, they can still exist in perpetuity.
Exactly.
So we need your support to make that type of shit happen, because certain things like intellectual property trusts and patents and all these things that we're trying to have set, they're not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Not to mention the lawyer fees and everything else. So understand, when we die, that's one less real nigga walking on the planet that's going to tell you the fucking truth, because everybody else is going to be telling you a goddamn lie.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
So don't come over here trying to freeload and complain about prices. Yo, just pay that shit. And truthfully, when I look at some of these other niggas and what their prices are for their coaching sessions and all this other shit,
I'm like, nigga,
we're fucking Dollar General compared to these niggas. We're the Dollar Tree compared to these niggas.
That's a fact. I saw a nigga the other day. He said his coaching, his in-person coach is like 40 G's. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, and shout out to you, nigga, because you know who you are, right?
Right.
But a nigga used a clip. He used a clip from my shit to promote his coaching for $35,000.
Right. That's a fact.
I don't want to hear none of you niggas talking about, well, you know, right now, I would have stayed on the masculine identity membership, but right now, you know, the money. Nigga, I need to raise my prices.
That's a fact.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, we giving y'all good shit for the low.
Yeah, because one day you gonna wake up, you gonna be like, fuck. I remember when the Bad Boy membership was this price. Now I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, get on it now. This is what we try to tell y'all. Get on this shit now. Now.
Shout out to the nigga that's still paying $24.99.
Exactly. Right.
Because remember, I don't know if how long y'all been rocking with us. We started at $9.99.
Right.
Then I think we went to $24.99, and then from there. But there's a nigga still paying $24.99. Shout out to that motherfucker right there.
Exactly. That's a fact. So y'all got to get up on that. All right, people. So listen, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we will holla at y'all later. Make sure you guys go to Locario Motivation for the Money Game Show at 3 o'clock. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that, and we will holla at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man is out